So let's get started. Let's get our first pack up. I'm super excited. I've been loving this. Obviously, we popped open 25 of these EBTs, and they've not been easy to get my hands on. So we got a code card. If we get hits, that'll be one of the ones we give out. So let's see what we have. I need a little bit of space. Here we go. And let's do this. Okay, so we got our trainers. Okay, so we call this the GM Poke Peak. I'm still looking for someone to leave in a comment something that's a little bit better than the GM Poke Peak. And all right, so we've got a regular Graveler reverse holo, and our hit is not yet. So not yet, no code cards yet, but keep waiting. They're coming, I promise. This box has been really good to us. We do get a good number of hits from these. Otherwise, we wouldn't keep picking them up, right? Code card, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've been getting pretty good about getting these videos quicker, trying to keep a little bit less of your day watching me and a little bit more of your day. Do whatever it is you want to do with your day. I don't really know what that is. Boom, okay, GM Poke Peak, and bam, we got our first gallery card. It is a Magmortar. And I don't know if you've been watching the videos, have we hit one of these? I've hit so many different ones, I don't know what they are now. And again, it's just a great product. Lots of hits, super easy to get good pulls. Is there a hit behind it? Bam, and it's a double banger. I always love the double banger packs. Those are so awesome. Let's get these sleeved up. Let's take a look. If you want to leave me a comment, I always appreciate it. What do you think? Is the centering on enough for PSA 10? If you think the centering's on enough, then we definitely want to get some of these sent in. Those are the goals, to get these submissions going. I'm not going to pause like I have in the past. We're going to see that these videos are a little bit quicker. I'm not going to look up the pricing because I can do it during editing, and I will have popped it up. And if you're watching, you've already noticed that I will pop these up on the screen so you don't have to wait. And I guess we're doing 10 code cards, so let's do this. Sorry about that. I was going to cover that. So code card 1 is going to be a Crown Zenith. Code card 2 is a Crown Zenith. Let's get a couple more code cards. So what do we got? We got Sword and Shield. Okay, hopefully that's number 3. Number 4, there you go, got Astral Radiance. And number 5, you can pause, number 6. Number 7. Number 8. The Trainer Toolkit, number 9. And Lost Origins, number 10. Okay, so there's 10 more code cards for you guys. Hopefully you got a chance to scan those in. And if you pause, great. But the nice thing is when we premiere these live, if you don't go quick enough, someone else already got them. If you're watching it afterwards, remember to try to always check for our premiere times when we premiere the videos. That's when those code cards are coming out, and that's when people are usually watching. They want to pick up those free packs for online. You guys can find me and challenge me. All right, what do we got going on? We have our regulars. We got Vstar. I usually have pretty good luck with this. GM Poke Peak says it is all right. Look at that. We have a reverse, and I don't think I've seen this one, so that's pretty cool. Reverse rare Calyrex and a hit. No hit today on this one. Okay. And what do you guys consider hits? Put down in a comment. What is a hit? You tell me. I generally consider if it is an ultra rare, it is a hit or better, right? So ultra rare or better for me is what I consider hits. That being said, you know, if we pull, you know, something like a Mewtwo that might get a return if it's, or Blastoise, something like that from some of those sets, then maybe I will also consider those hits. Let's keep the ripping going. Okay, ready? GM Poke Peak. All right, so not happening yet. Do we have a hit so we can get some cards out? Not yet. So no more hits. We're still got a double banger. Was that our second pack we hit? What kind of luck have you guys had? Anyone have, you know, good hits? What's the greatest hit you've gotten so far out of the Crown? Have you gotten some of the gold rares? Have you gotten just V's or the gallery and how do you guys say that? Gallery and gallery cards? A tongue twister. We're pumping through the GM Poke Peak. Let's get it focused. And bam, there we go. The NTV. And I'll put up the price. Now, the price I'm going to put up is based on Price Charting's value of it. Now, a lot of the PSA 10s haven't come back yet, so this is kind of their estimate on their experience of their formula to figure out what it'll be worth. But that being said, I think this has a pretty good return, and we'll see it. Obviously, it should be on the screen already. And we had a second one. We got another banger, too. So we got a double banger twice. So double banger is what we call that one. So double banger. Let's get these sleeved up. What do you guys think? Make a post in the comments. Tell me, did we hit PSA 10s on these, right? Is the centering there? I can tell you that they're packed fresh. They're not scratched up, and that's just probably just some residue in there. It's not any markings on there. So I think the back for PSA, you guys help me out if you got a good experience with this, is 60-40, right? The back is, or 75-25, I think. 60-40 can be all the way in the front to still get 10. Now, that's last time I looked. It's been a while, but what do you guys think? Got the Rayquaza V, pretty sweet card, and we got some bangers. Now, I guess last time I only put up 10 cards. We had a double banger. So why don't we do, I'll do 20 this time. So go a little bit quicker. And then I'll also put up 10 more on the next pack. So hopefully people are just kind of whipping through. So what do we got? We got the Astral Radiance. We have the Sun and Moon. So that's 2. There's another one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a 3-pack, 13, XY, 14, sorry, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and last one is a team up. Pretty cool. 20. So there's 20. I'll put another 10 up there because I know that I did say 10 per hit that I threw up, and I spaced on it. So again, to get those chucked out, hopefully you're able to get them. I'm really hoping that just one person doesn't nail all those codes. We'll try to make this these videos always go live at a time where people will be able to watch, but if not, make sure you schedule it. If you're at work, I apologize for your boss yelling at you as you're writing down codes and trying to get them redeemed, but yeah, that's the way it works. All right, so let's get ripping through. So man, this has been a pretty good box so far for me. We already have 4 hits, and we have 2 gallery cards, right? 2 gallery cards, a V and a V-Star. Oh, we're doing well. I do pretty good with these V-Star markers. Let's see if we got a hit. The GM Pokey Peak. We're trying to get focus. Ah, man, I can't even focus. We're just going to pull it away. It's, sorry. Yan Mega. Wow, it's going to be a rough day today, I think. Okay, ready? And our hit, nothing. So no hits yet. Just V-Star markers. We're halfway through the packs, as promised. I'm always trying to go a little bit quicker. I think we'll probably finish this one up within 15 minutes. And again, that's the goal, is to keep it moving. And that's with a bunch of codes, right? So keep checking back. Make sure you're looking for the hit codes. I might just put them randomly in the middle of stuff here. All right, let's keep ripping. I mention it a lot because it does support the channel. If you can give us a view on our eBay page, I super appreciate it. Just take a look and see what we have. Okay, and a GM Pokey Peak. There we go. We've got a hollow, so a reverse hollow energy card, the grass one, and our hit, not a hit, but we'll put that up there in a sleeve. And I think what I'll probably do is pop up 15 this time, and then I'm just going to randomly throw up those other 5 that I'm behind on. Let's see if we can get that to stay. All right, so let's grab out of this stack. And we have, well, what's the best way to do this? Okay, so we'll go this way. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on now. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15 more for you. I still owe you 5. And if we get a couple more hits, I owe you even more. So let's keep them going. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's get rid of the package. Flip that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We flop that there. Go here. All right, let's get peeling. Oh, I put that one on the wrong pile. I'm sorry. Rockruff, Tangela. You know what? Let's do another 5 right now. Just because. Here we go. If I try to make it a little bit harder, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got 10. So that gets me a little bit ahead on the game because I know I'm going to probably need to do some more. So I'm trying to spread these out. And our hit, look at that, is not. So it's a reverse Holo Trainer card. Is there a hit in this box? No. Okay, so remember, I'm ahead. So I'm ahead on 5 of my hits because I have a feeling we're going to get more. We usually get 3 to 5 gallery cards / Radiance. Remember, when we pop up a Radiant, traditionally speaking, we would get less of the things. But I think we're going to get some hits in our last pack here because it's a little last pack magic. So it really wasn't in the middle. I think it was in the beginning today. Pancham switch. Okay, GM Pokey Peak. Nothing. Can we get a hit? Can we get a hit? Nothing. Okay, so we got 1 pack left. What do you guys think? Are we going to actually hit? Let's get you 5 more. 1, 2. Oh, right. Brilliant Stars. 3 more. 4. And last one, 5. Okay. So what do we have? 1 last pack. I'm 10 ahead, which means maybe I have to take this into the next box, and you guys will owe me instead of me owing you, which is a much better thing in my life. If I owe you guys, I'd much rather than you owe me. Okay, let's see. So we're finishing off our box. What do we have? What do we have? Okay. Our last 2 cards of this box. We've got some pretty... The NTV makes everything worthwhile. We got another card right there. We got a couple Vs, and I'll go through the review in a second. But let's see. GM Pokey Peak. Can we get another gallery card so we get at least 3? All right. Look at that. We get another gallery card. It is just the gold border, but we've been getting double bangers in this box. So is it possible we have a double banger? Because I'm ahead 10, so I'm even. This will determine if you get more codes or not. What do we have out of this box? And it's a Zacian V. We don't consider those because it's not out of 26. Is this 20? Yeah, this is number 26. Out of 26, we've gotten such good hits. And a lot of them, if you do go to our eBay channel, are still at PSA. So we won't get them back quite yet. But when we get them back, they're definitely going to go up for auction. I would really like to see them move. We're going to use all of those funds to do more pack openings. And then, like I said, you guys are helping me out, so we're going to be doing giveaways. And again, that's all going to be funded by what comes out of these boxes and then them getting out in the community. So if you're a collector, please hit up our stuff. We'll price it responsibly. All right, so we got our GM Pokey Peak, and it is not yet. So we have got a reverse Holo Trainer switch and no hits. So that's a Mega Yen Mega rare card. So let's get another pack opened up. How are you liking the Crown Zenith? If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. Like I said, 26 of these. Go and check some out. If this is a dud box, I do apologize. Now, one thing I like to kind of look at is what is the what's the grading of the cards, right? So look at this. See that? So I haven't looked at these yet, but apparently that one's dinged up. That's usually going to be like my gold card or my Charizard or something great. I'm hoping that this is a dud pack, but that's a lot of times how it works. And let's get you guys for sticking on and watching and listening to me talk. There's another code card. So keep up the watching, and I'll keep the codes coming. What do we have? We've got a bunch of trainers, Pancham, Snorrut. Okay, so I think I'm kind of seeing stuff. I think I might have slipped these in the wrong spot. Let's find out. GM Pokey Peak is nothing, right? We got to organize those because I put them way later. So we got a Biduff, not something special, and no hit. So again, thankfully, that was not our hit one. That's one of our rare ones. Are you completing this set? Comment down below, please. Anything you want, but if you're completing it, how many people are actually trying to complete the set, and how are you doing it? Are you buying them individually? Are you just buying ETBs and just hoping to get the cards? Let me know. how you're going about trying to complete the set. We haven't even had a hit yet, right? No hits. What if I give a card away, right? So let's do another code card. Where is it? There we go. Another code card. What is this one? It is a Guardians Rising. Yeah, so a lot of these codes are pretty old. And then GM Poke Peak says, there we go. That's it. If I give away stuff, we get stuff, right? You give to get. The Swablu. Pretty cool looking card. Gold border, but it's one of the gallery cards. And we'll put price down on the screen. I'm not going to take time out of the videos to do that. I don't think you appreciate that. So, and our hit behind it is the Sky Seal Stone. I don't really, I think that one I'll try and look it up later, but I think that one might get some kind of return or estimated. Now these pricing that I put up, these are from price charting at the time of the editing of the video, not the time of the opening of the packs, and not even at the time of the posting the video. So I do understand that sometimes the market does change. So if I put a price up there, that's based on the day of editing and nothing else. And this is volatile market, so prices do change, but this is just if we got at PSA back 10 from our hits that we submit, that's what it would be. So again, and we don't always submit all of them. The lower ones aren't really worth the risk. And GM Poke Peak says, nah, but it is one of the signature cards. So that is kind of cool. I really like these. I'm a fan of the signatures. And it's a reverse holo. So we're trying to get a full collection graded for you guys, so that way I can actually post the collection of the signature card, the reverse signature card of every single one of them. I think that'd be a cool set to have, especially if we can get them all PSA 10 for you guys with the number of packs we've opened. So again, see if there's a hit. There is not a hit behind it. Let's get this one put up there. And while we're waiting for me to get it up there, let's get you guys another code card. Right, there we go. And code card coming in. So there we go. So maybe if you're one of the faster ones, you're getting these code cards. If you're not paying attention, you're probably missing them. How many of you guys or ladies play the game online? I like it because I can play people who are new to the game. I don't actually explain to them very much. I can just load up my 2 laptops and say, here you go. You get this laptop, I'll take this one. And I can play. And I really actually like the ease of doing that. I don't have to explain you can or cannot do something. I mean, a little bit the game will do for them. But then, you know, I can say, hey, you know, follow the prompts. So are you a fan? Compared if I hands one a deck and try and explain, it'd be a little bit tricky. So, and then, you know, searching through the deck, it shows you. So I'm a huge fan of playing live. You guys let me know if you do. The GM Poke Peak says, there we go. We got a gallery card. It is a Toxtricity. We've seen a couple of these, but it's a pretty nice looking card. Looks like you got just a bunch of stuff going on. Is that an ape in the background? Look at that. And then you have, yeah, you just have like multiple people back there. And then do we get a double banger? We did. We got 2 bangers. That is awesome. More code cards. Let's see. That one looks like someone ate on it. I do pick up auctions myself. That's how I started collecting, was picking up auctions online from you know, auction sites where people didn't actually know what they had, or, you know, they just donated their kids' cards, and I happened to pick them up. And that's kind of how a lot of my originals, like my base set Shadowless first editions came from. I didn't buy them, wasn't collecting back then. I didn't start collecting until 2007 when I started buying auctions. And at that point, I was buying auctions because I saw a product that I could buy for 1 cent a card and sell for much more. And I used to make, you know, 25, 50 card bundles way back then, and way before a lot of people were doing it. So there wasn't much competition. And we moved a ton of Pokemon cards, which means a lot of the people originally, because I would try to do like 1 shiny or 5 shinies per pack, depending on the size, probably got base set stuff that I didn't. It just was shiny to me. So isn't that crazy? Don't you wish you were on my eBay channel way back then? Because you probably could have, honestly, I knew what a Charizard was, but you could have got like a Blastoise or a Venusaur, like base set card. I'm like, it's shiny. Okay, cool, right? And really, I think I'd only heard of Charizard just because of whatever reason. All right, let's see. GM Poke Peak says, nah, not today. We have the Wooloo and a hit, no hit. So that's okay. We're not going to get hits every single time. Let's keep them coming. There's a code card, right? So I want to keep those code cards coming out. I appreciate you guys watching. Try not to do hit 10 at a time kind of thing like I've done in the past. Not because limited number. I have too many of them. I got to get rid of them. I can't use them all myself. But I don't want it to delay the video a huge ton. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, gross. Look at that. What is that? You ever get that? You ever pop a pack and then you see, I don't know, did you go through it? Do you do the same kind of trick so you don't see? and then you see what's going to be your hit if it's a hit, and then you're just like, oh, come on. I don't want my hit to be that one. You almost kind of, that's why I like having multiple packs. I kind of like, I can actually hope for it to not be. All right, do we have a gallery card in that spot? No, we don't. Okay, so Larion reverse holo, and our hit, yeah, is a Snorlax, which is okay. We have a ton of these. The Beanbag Snorlax, pretty cool looking Snorlax card. So far, we're not doing so well. We only have 2 gallery cards, and they're both yellow borders. So we don't have any of the V or V-Star ones. We don't have a gold. I haven't pulled a gold border. I don't even know how many boxes. A lot. They're not very frequent. It's not like you need to get one all the time because they're worth a ton. But I have not got one in a while, and we've pulled a lot of boxes. So it'd be nice if we can get a couple. I think we got a couple Palkias. We got the Giratina. So I mean, we've hit them. I haven't seen the Diagla. We have some Mewtwo's. We got a bunch of the Mews, the Pikachus. We have a lot of good stuff. But why not get more, right? Okay, GM Pokepeak says, all right, gallery card, and it's a Zamazenta V. So you just gripe about stuff and you get it. That's pretty cool. Centering's off, and I kind of saw that. Did you notice that or not? That when we first looked at it, the centering was off. Code card. Because I think that's how I always know if I'm going to get a hit. So you guys, I think the front could be 60-40 and still pull a PSA 10, right? So I don't know. And actually what I've done is I've actually scanned these into Photoshop. I'll take a photo, and then I can use a measuring tool in there to actually measure and do the equation. But I think this one is off. And if they're off, I think I'm probably going to not submit them and just try and get them onto our auctions. Okay, and we have, we got a Tapu Lele. And again, it's almost like going back to English class, learning how to read, trying to read some of these names. What do you guys think about the names? Are they easy or hard? Is it just me? I'm not a big fan of reading. You know, I read code all the time, actually, but that's different. It's very simple syntax, and it's the same word over and over most of the time. Okay, so let's put that up there. Let's keep it going. You don't want to come here and listen to me chat. So we have a lot of time. I could probably just give away a ton of code cards throughout this pack just because we got through it pretty quick. Let's put that over there. How about this? If we get a hit on this one, I'll do the 10 codes in a row kind of thing. Let's go through and rip through these cards. What do you guys think it's going to be? Is it a hit or not a hit? Let's just throw a code card up there anyway. So bang, we got one. If we can get a hit, is it a hit? Oh, look at that. There we go. So back-to-back fighting energy cards, and it is a hit. So let's throw up a couple code cards for you. So there's one. And what's this one? Galaxy or Guardian Rising 2. Oh, let's see if I can't balance the things. Let's put up a couple in a row. 3, 4. You're going to have to just pause the video, I guess. Or if you're not very fast at typing, you're going to have to come back and grab them. How many more do I need to get before we get to where I kind of said we would be? Unbroken Binds. Wow, Sun and Moon card. This one's a little bit older. It's not even in Sword and Shield anymore, right? There's another one for you. Okay, can we get another hit? I would like to have at least one more hit. What do we got? It is, all right, so Zeraora Vstar. And I think we hit this in the last box. I think we hit the same card. I'm going to check because I still have them out. I didn't put them away yet. Let's put these up there. And again, you know, pricing wise, you never know what the pricing is going to do. We did. Look at that. So back-to-back boxes. Look at that. There's from now and there's from last time. So that's kind of cool. You know, everything's falling. We're getting a couple of them, right? So I think, you know, in previous boxes, because we've opened so many, we've actually seen it quite a few times. I'm gonna open this last pack. Before we do that, let's rip through a couple codes for the people who like these things online. Sorry, they weren't organized the right way. Okay, so one, right? XY Fates Collide. XY series. Those are pretty sweet. Okay, whoops, sorry. I'm used to the camera being down lower. Oops, sorry, I covered up the... How about that? How about I just cover up the first letter and you guys got to guess it, right? Only, what, like 36? 36 choices it could be. Do they omit any letters from these? I guess that's the question, is if they actually omit any letters. And let's do one more. Okay, there we go. So got you guys some codes. Hopefully you appreciate the vintage packs. Like I said, I got a couple thousand of those. I did tell you guys if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I would start to give codes away. I super duper appreciate you guys doing the subscriptions. I'm getting the likes. We're getting a few comments. They're actually kind of fun. Not necessarily stuff to do with even Pokemon, but that's okay. Keep them coming. Keep it positive. Keep it light. If you don't like my videos, it's okay. I can understand that. No reason to be rude in the comments, right? We don't need any dislikes. Just don't watch. That's what I kind of say. If you don't like something, just don't do it. But no reason to be negative. All right, guys, our last pack of the day. Hopefully we can pull something out good. I'm trying to get you guys always out at about the 15-minute mark. I take a quarter of one of your hours a day. We're doing pretty good, nothing more. And then I'll get more and more videos going. So it's our last pack of the day. We always try to shoot for last pack magic. How many do we have for gallery cards? We only have, well, we have 3. Okay, so we got 3. We figure we always get at least 3, right? Sometimes we've had 5. I have had 2. And maybe a double banger on the last pack. So the GM Pokepeak says, nah, it is reverse holo Kyogre though. So that's kind of a nice card. Centering's pretty good. And can our last card, because I don't want to do any more openings today. I got to get out of my day. I have some things to do. Can it be? It is a hit. It is a Regigigas V because it's a live one. We're going to be covering up the QR code. I would hate for who's ever watching this to not have a chance because someone's faster at just scanning QR codes and you don't get a chance. So I'm going to cover that up to kind of make it a little bit easier so that way someone has to pause and hopefully miss out. They can't get all the codes for themselves, but I will be sharing the codes today. And because we're over 1,000 subscribers now, we will start to do giveaways. So make sure if you want to be part of that, that you are subscribing to the channel. And I'm not sure how this works. I'm pretty sure that if you have a private subscription, I can't see who you are and if you're actually subscribed. So please make sure that you allow it to share that you're subscribed to the channel and that you are making comments in there saying hello or thanks for the opening or your hits are bad or whatever it is. Just leave me comments so I know that you're active and you're watching. And the GM Pokepeak shows the gallery card or no. Oh, look at that. So right off the bat, we get a hit. It's going to be the Psychic Reverse Holo and it's not a second hit. So that's okay. So again, right off the bat, we're getting at least something. We consider those hits and really pretty happy with how those look. They're pretty cool cards. Let's hit another code card. I'm going to just kind of keep changing them up. What is that one? That one is actually an XY. So that's way back in XY. So pretty cool code card. But again, yeah, so giving the code cards out just throughout this video just because simply, you know, you guys are nice enough to give me the views. Another XY. So sorry, I missed the whole screen. XY code again. All for you guys. Thanks. I've got thousands of those cards. I'm going to be giving them out in videos from now on. Just a little extra thank you. Here's some stuff for you to make your day a little bit better. You know, because you made my day better. What are you guys looking for? What is your chase card from this set? Is it the Giratina? Have you seen my video where we pulled that? You know, what's going on? What are you looking for? GM Pokepeak? All right, there we go. I have not hit this card yet. So this is amazing. Wow. I've been waiting for this one. We hit the Giratina. We have multiple Palkias. We have the Mewtwo's. This is the one. Now, Diagla, I think, is the one I'm still missing. So once I nail that Diagla, sorry, I'll get it centered. I'm excited. I'm totally forgetting to get you guys on the screen. If you want to see Starbirth, wow, that is exciting. Let's get this into something that protects it. Is there a hit behind? There's not. And of course, it's a Luxray. And as you know, my opinion, I think Luxray is behind every single card in the hit position. So very cool gallery card. I was not going to do this box. And then I just, like always, you know, I sit down and say I'm going to do one box. But I'm like, you know, I got this. Geez, I can't get in there. I got the setup. Everything's ready to go. We'll just hit another box. So again, you guys, thanks for tuning in with me on that one. Let's hit some code cards on that just because, wow, that's pretty cool. So we got a Sun and Moon and another Sun and Moon. There's the codes right there. Because we got a good hit, let's give you a couple more. There you go. So what is this? This is Sword and Shield, another Sword and Shield. I have no idea what set it's from. But yeah, once you get those cards, get them into your set. That is pretty cool. We hit it early. Usually it's somewhere later. And we just, you know, we open up, throw the packs down. It seems like they're always hitting later, but that's kind of cool. I got it earlier. Did you guys play online? I mean, how many of you actually play the online one compared to in person? I was saying in another video, I like to play online because I don't have to teach the people I'm playing with how to play. I can just simply play, and the computer will teach them all how to play. So that's kind of why I choose to go that direction. Okay, here we go. Look at this. The code card. Still super excited that we hit. Wow. Wow, that is a nice card. It's back there. Look, it's still back there. Okay, ready? GM Poke Peak. It didn't turn out that time. It is a Zamazenta reverse holo, so pretty cool. We have a lot of the hits from those, and it is still a 0 hit. So what do you think? Even if I don't hit anything else, is this box already, are we already doing okay? I mean, I think so. I would say if we ended on this note here, that card, granted the price that went up is from price charting at the time of editing, not at the time of the video. But at the time of the video, it's going for $111, actively selling on eBay. That's kind of the average. And depending on your ability to put a nice auction together, it's going to change. And then graded, price charting is taking a guess and kind of estimating based on what PSA 10 and the limit number. But like 583 is what it says. So we'll see. And that's at the time of this. Now, GM Poke Peak, and if you want me to change the name of that, you just got to help me out. Make some suggestions. What do you want me to call that little? Just the Peak, whatever it is. The Gallery Search, and it is not a hit. What would be something that you want us to call that so you don't hear me say GM Poke Peak every time? Or if you're just happy with it, just tell me, GM Poke Peak is fine. Again, thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in. We've been landing so many new subscriptions. I hope that the quality, and you know what happened is we finally started getting a second camera up and putting my face on, and hopefully that didn't slow down. Like maybe we would even have even more subscribers. You didn't have to stare at my face in the corner of the screen. I feel like there's a hit here. Super excited about that. GM Poke Peak's gonna be what? Oh, a gallery card. That's nice. Centering's pretty okay. At any point, if you see one of my hits and you want to leave me a comment if you have experience with this, say, hey, that's PSA 10, send it in. Or that's going to be a 9 because of how it's cut. Or if you see like a scratch on the surface when I'm doing this, let me know. And I think this is a double banger. No, I thought it was. I thought that was a double banger. It is not. So, again, we'll get the prices up on the screen for you in editing. You don't have to wait for me anymore. I know there were some videos where I was doing that. I apologize for all those delays. There were some videos where I would, lean over off the screen, type in, search for the thing, make you sit at the GM Poke Peak forever. Not anymore, right? Through the magic of editing, we're going quicker. I think this is going to be a quicker video. We try to make sure we finish all these in less than 15 minutes. The next thing we need from you guys, if you can, is we just need some viewer hours. Go check a couple of my videos, turn it on. Walk away, let it play in the background, whatever you got to do. Load up the playlist and let it run through. What we need to do now is we need to get those viewership hours up. We've landed a lot lately. And man, sorry, I'm already showing the card back there. When we get up to 4,000, the ads come in. What the ads are going to do is they do, you get annoyed, and I apologize. But what it realistically does, it helps the channel. The channel can bring in income through those ads. And then obviously anything that goes on our eBay auctions brings in income. And those ads are going to help pay for product that we can give away, right? This comes out of my funding right now, and then gets reimbursed through our sales. But it would be super cool if I could have the channel, the revenue from you guys watching, my subscribers, paying for your own free gifts and giveaways. And then what do we have? GM Poke Peak. Do we get a double banger? Because I already saw it. Nope, not really. I haven't seen a Radiant in like 3 boxes. So, and I have about 1 billion Eternatus. So I'm hoping it's not one of those when we get it. But this is a silver border card, and it's a trainer. I've not seen this one yet. So at the time of watching this video, I want to look it up, but I'm not going to take your time. I'll do that in editing. But holy smokes, that's pretty cool. So a Volo, and look at that. That is a pretty sweet outfit. And at the time, I don't know if I have it out yet, because remember, I refilm a lot of these, and we have like 30 that are actively in queue to get put out at the time I'm recording this. But while I'm talking, why don't we do this to keep you doing something? You've got a Shining Fates one, and I've got a Sword and Shield code. You guys can try to pause and punch those in. I have an artist putting together a likeness of me as a Pokemon trainer, so we'll actually have the GM Poke trainer. And then actually one of the things is I actually have a printing and marketing and advertising company too. So we make trading cards for people. So we're actually going to get some GM Poke trading cards made up. Not like a full set, just like one. And then we'll autograph those and send them out with our auctions. So if you pick up some of our auctions, you want to support the channel, we're going to be having some of those go out with. So you don't have to buy that separate. I don't think that has too much value to you. But yeah, just as a little special thank you, just a card, you know, just a Pokemon card with our likeness on there when they finally get that done. And I just throwing stuff everywhere down there. Okay, let's keep the ripping going. You're not here to listen to me talk. I think this is pack number 7, so we're cooking through. We're getting it done in a very good time frame. V-Star card. Does anyone care about the V-Star card? But I've had good hits. I would like if someone actually kept track of all this. That would be a lot of your time. But I always say that I get good hits. Lately, I think I've had a little bit less hits. But I really would like to make sure that I'm not false leading. But I think majority of the time there's a hit in there. And no, maybe I'm wrong. But Mr. Mime, reverse holo, and a hit. Oh, well, there we go. It's 2 foil cards at least, right? So we got a Mr. Mime reverse, and then the Volcanion rare holo. So pretty cool. But yeah, so I feel like in the past I've gotten some double bangers. And I've also got double bangers outside of those, so maybe it's just, you know, that's the situation. But yeah, how about this? If I stop and talk for too long, I'll give you some QR codes to keep you focused. Here we go. I think we're due for another hit this box. You know, the problem is I open these boxes and we get great hits, and then I just want to open the next one. I do have a couple more. I'm almost out, and I can't even get more of them right now. They're not in stores. I can't find them. And my distributor is out too, and everything's on back order. I think another 20 boxes on back order. But man, I hit these hits, and it just makes me want to dig into the next one like a little kid. Okay, ready? GM Poke Peak. All right, so we got the fire one, and we've gotten, I think we've gotten all these. And one of my goals, tell me if you'd be interested in this or not, is we want to put together an auction where we, you know, we put up sets of things. So like we get them back all PSA 10 of each one of the energies, each one of the sign cards, which I haven't pulled any up, and a Kyogre V. So is that something you'd be interested in if you are a collector? Are you trying to collect like each of them? You know, would that be kind of cool if you could have each and every one of them PSA 10? Do you prefer raw cards because you can throw them in binders? You guys let me know what you're thinking. Obviously, you know, PSA 10s have a higher value. It's a little more of an investment for your collection, but trying to get a return for the channel to get more, you know, of those 20 boxes, you know, we kind of prefer to do that route. So you guys let me know. In the comments down below, if you have a chance, please drop me information on what you are looking for. If you would actually like to get the full set, you collect the sets of them, you collect the whole set. What do you guys do? We got to get cooking through because we're reaching that magic 15-minute point that I try to get everything in and under. We get to this point here. We do our GM Poke Peak. All right, we got another gallery card. I haven't seen this one in a while. It's only yellow border, so it's not a super spendy card, but is the Kricketune, right? The Kricketune. How do you say that one? Kricketune? Kricketune. Okay, so yeah, pretty cool gallery card. It's like he's throwing a little party. He's like he's up on a bench and he's singing for his rabbit friends, little Bunries. You got Zubat up there. I can't see with my eyeballs what that is. Snuffles in the background, maybe. Very cool. And is there a hit in this one? All right, so there's one of the signature cards. And this one's pretty cool. Look at that. It's got the Flygong in there with him. Yeah, I guess I never actually even looked at that one in the past. I just kind of put it in the sleeve. So looking at that one, if you look at this artwork, it is pretty cool. Is this your favorite set so far? Let me know. I would say that so far, of all the stuff that I have opened, this has probably been the most exciting. These gallery cards and seeing all the artwork they put into this stuff is probably, and the pull rates are nuts on these things. It's just great. So last pack magic. I forgot to call that out last time, and I think I got kind of like an okay hit out of it. I think if I call last pack magic, it's just better, right? Okay, so let's get that out. Let's give you guys a code card. So we have Sword and Shield, and then another one. So we have is it Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse? Couple codes out for you guys today, some older stuff, so it's not just Crown Zenith. I know we've probably gotten those out in the past too, and I think we are going to finish on a hit today just because, you know, it's more fun when we do that, get through all this stuff. All right, so there is our energy card. We paused there, and I think I kind of peaked it a little bit early, but the GM Poke Peak works sideways, so I think we've got a double banger to finish off our day. That is going to be a great hit. And then I'm looking at my clock. I do have to get moving. I have some things to do. So GM Poke Peak says, all right, we got a gallery and we've got a special one. It's the Zacian V silver border gallery card. That is a sweet looking card. I don't have my stacks, and we might have actually pulled either this or Zamazenta's earlier today. So that's pretty sweet. Check out the videos, you'll see what it was. And it's an EVE. And I was on one of my local, I haven't been on Facebook in a while. Superstition, right? Just luck. So let's get ripping. We have hit recently some pretty nice hits. We have got some of the crown jewels. Those videos are ones I was actually videotaping when I was opening. So if you want to check those out, go surf through the things. A lot of times we'll put a thumbnail on that kind of gives you a little bit of a hint what we hit. But yeah, really, really amazing hit. So we're going to just kind of get ripping through here. Again, in my last video, I asked for a little help. I've got a technique, and we need to trademark, we need to name it. I call it my peek, right? Because we go like this, and we take a little peek to see if it's a gallery card. And it works. The very first pack, it is GG08. Can anyone tell me what that one is? I have got my my price charting. I use their services. I should probably put the keyboard on the other side of my body so I don't have to keep reaching across the screen all the time, right? And I don't think I've seen this one, but yeah, it's an electric. I hate saying this one. Electivire. Okay, just awesome. It's got a what is that? The mag in the back. Look at that. All right, the evolved Magmar, pretty sweet looking. 140. Funny bench. Okay. So it's a combo essentially. The first move, you can get 90 more damage if you've got a Magmortar on your bench and it has any damage. So that's kind of a cool little thing. And let's see do we got a double banger on the very first pack? No, we got a Snorlax. There's a lot of those. And again, guys, try not to spam this all day on you, but we do have an eBay store. Everything you guys get out of that eBay store, I mean, these are what goes on there. We only open very little stuff that's not on screen anymore. We have a lot. I mean, I've 40, 60,000 cards from before, but everything now, we open live only. It's fun to share. I don't really enjoy opening it myself anymore. But yeah, so if you go on there and you pick something up, I will turn all that. I'm not going to go to Mexico with it. I'll turn all that back into stuff for you to watch me open. And like I've always said, if you can help me get up to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start giving packs and boxes and stuff away. And just for being a subscriber and hitting that like button and leaving the comments and becoming part of the community. I'm not gonna probably give stuff away if you just visit once in a while and you don't really chat with us. But if you would like to be part of the community, do a little sharing, give me some feedback on stuff. I would like to give you guys products once we hit that 1,000 subscribers. So I'll hold back until we get to that. And when we get to that point, I will start to actually, where do I got going on down here? I'll start to help with local community things too. We'll start to help sponsor some tournament stuff, giving prizes and stuff to make tournaments more fun for people and get involved in that. So the goal of this channel is to give back. This is going to be, the focus is growing and giving. And then we have the signature GM Poke Peak. I don't know, what are we going to call that? GM Poke Peak? And we didn't nail a gallery right away, but or we did right away, but we didn't nail another one. We did get a reverse hollow comment. Is there a hit in this pack? Luxray. I think every time I say, is there a hit in this pack? It's a Luxray. I don't know. I think I probably have more Luxrays than anyone out there. You guys tell me, how many Luxrays do you have? Right, they become personal. The most Luxrays out there is the biggest champion, I think. The cool thing, I mentioned it before, but if you haven't watched a lot of these videos, you don't know that, but all these are black. All these borders are black ones, so that is pretty cool. And then, I'll go back. I've opened so many of these cases. I've probably opened 200 of these packs. But what happens is I keep doing that. When you go back to opening the other ones again, you forget, and then you open up, and then I see the code card, and I know whether or not I nailed a hit. So you guys, that'd be maybe another comment. You guys let me know, how do you feel about that? Do you like the fact that you don't see the white border or the black border and giving away what you got? How do you like the GM Poke Peak? You guys help me come up with a name for that. But let's see, what do we got? Gallery or no? Nah, nothing. Okay. We could possibly still have a hit back there, be hiding behind, and no. And the same thing, every time I say, is there a hit back there? Luxray and Berserker. How many of those does one person need? I think that's like the the most common rare card. I mean, hardly ever is it going to be like a Kyogre or something. Or did I just call it? Do I get a Kyogre if I just call it out? How many times have you done that? I've done it a few times with Charizards, and I don't call out Charizards very often. But I'll say I have a feeling, like, you know, when we look at this, and I'll say that's pretty center. It'd be nice to have a Charizard, but I don't really feel like it's going to be one. But a lot of times it'll be a little bit off, and I go, man, with my luck, that's going to be my Charizard pack. And then, bam, those are the ones. So I just have that kind of luck where I hit great hits with off-center. We're not racking up a ton of PSA 10 possibilities. I think the Electivire might, if you look back there, but that one might be. So again, if you see and you want to leave me in a comment, tell me the hit we got. Tell me if you think it's 10 or 9 or 8 or whatever, because, you know, they're packed fresh, they're clean, but they, you know, the centering's off. And let's do the peek here real quick. And we're not going to get a hit on this one. Is there a hit behind it? All right. So at least we got a V. We got something better than a standard non-holo rare. And centering looks good. I'm pretty happy about that. I think a lot of these Vs don't get you much of a return. But if it is dead centered, I don't think there's a high pop on them. I think you could probably do okay if you could get a 10 out of them. Now, the risk is, I know they go for very little if you don't get the 10. There's not a lot of return based on just kind of looking at price charting and stuff like that. So that's the fear, is if I send it in and then I don't get it, I spend a lot of money to make less back. And if I send it in and make less back, I can't really use that money to turn around and buy boxes and do these openings. So these other products you see behind, we will eventually open them. So if there's a product back there you're excited about, leave me a comment. What do you want to see me opening? Do you want me to just keep opening Crown Zenith for the rest of the year? Do you want me to switch? I've done some of those boxes, and I might put some of those just up for auction, just because I've done enough of them now, where I might just make sure I did the right card flippy thingy bobber. But yeah, if you want some of those, I think I'm going to put some of my V boxes up. I've opened a couple of them. Not too exciting. Only 4 packs in them. So if you want, I think you could probably pick a couple of those up if they haven't already gone by the time you see this video. And we're peeking. It is a grass type holo energy card. Looks pretty centered. These go for, I think like I think they've been selling for like $5. Now that last time I looked, I don't know what they're at right now. I guess I could look. Look, I can type my left hand too. Yeah, about $5. About $5 for the energy holo. Now that's number 152. I don't know if there's numbered and non-numbered. Is that the situation? Are there numbered and non-numbered ones? You guys help me out. Do you know? I'm scrolling through because it'll load more on the screen. It's a big set. There's a lot of cards to have to go through because of reverses and whatnot. It just keeps going and going. Holy smokes! All right, I hit the end. Let's hit an F3 to do a search. No, there's only one. So yeah, it's like a $5 card. Now this one, if you see, I don't know if you can catch that or not, but there's vertical lines, there's print lines going through it. So again, not that great of card, but it looks nice in a binder, right? If you're trying to fill up your set. Is there a hit? Nope, there is not. But it was not a Luxray that time or a Berserker. So we did get something else at least on that. I think it's kind of like my unlucky one, is when we hit those Luxrays all the time. All right, so we're about halfway through. We've got 5 packs down, 5 packs left, and our hits are pretty slow. My last box hits was pretty slow too. I did get one really nice gallery card, and I think that's going to make up for the whole box. But previous couple, we hit some really big bangers. Pretty much your crown jewels of this set, we hit them. We have them now. So we got a V-Star marker. I've had a lot of double hits out of those, or at least nice hits. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out. If you want to see someone pull a pretty sweet card, I happened to do that. I was lucky in doing so and pretty excited about it. Let's start firing through these cards and not stopping until we get to that card. Okay, so we have the, did I do the peek? I did. Okay, so if we do the GM Poke Peek, it could be like a dance. Someone develop a dance and film it for me. Okay, the GM Poke Peek says the gallery card's back there, and no, the card says otherwise. Okay, so get rid of that. It's a Graveler. I think I've got a ton of these reverse Gravelers. I don't know, it's a very common card. Is there a hit behind it? No. So again, pretty light box. So for me, personally, I'm okay with it. I understand I'm going to get some boxes that are pretty slow, and then I'm going to get some boxes with just beautiful hits in them. I have had times where I had just a whole deck of cards back there that we considered hits. So I'm not going to personally get mad about it. I still think, even on a rough day. So when you read reviews online, you're going to see people who kind of trash the box because they maybe got 3 hits out of the whole box. And again, you can see I'm not doing much better than they are. But I also understand that it is random. You are going to have to just sometimes just say you didn't get much, but then you got a bunch of bulk cards. You can make some decks out of them. You had the fun opening them. You just didn't get the huge hits. So just take that with a grain of salt when you read those reviews. But for the most part, this box has been phenomenal. And we do the GM Poke Peek. And, oh, wow. You can, I messed up. I pulled 2. Okay, Gallery 48. And you know what? I'll tell you, I am probably the worst person for memorizing what these gallery cards are by number. I will see them and then I will instantly forget. Now this is a strange one. Looking at this top card, let me go to its actual page. So I'm reading price charting right now, and it says that ungraded we are at 21.06 is what it's selling for. And I'm looking at what people are selling: 24, 21, 20, 20, 19, 18. Okay, right? The PSA 9 is 38, so that definitely tells me it's not worth to get rated if it's a 9. The PSA 10. It's saying 1854. It doesn't show any sales, which means it doesn't have any records of it. I'd have to look on eBay. That takes so much more time, though. But yeah, so I would think if you can get 21, why would someone... Okay, never mind. But yeah, what a sweet-looking card. Yeah, that is nice. And again, I keep telling you guys, we are getting the best hits. That's why you can't find these boxes anywhere. They're just gold mines of wonderful cards. Just great. If you're making a binder of these, this is probably one of the best looking binders I think you will have seen in a long time. And then I know there's... So let's get to it. Let's just look at it real quick. I think it's a little off center, left to right. Skip grade and sell for what we can get. And then the banger behind, what's it going to be? Elsa Spark. Okay, now I am off. My centering is off, but I just pulled... Actually, yesterday I pulled one of these. This is number 147. And let's see. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. It showed me the Mewtwo. Yeah, still it's 33 ungraded, which with this off center, you let me know if it's worth going or not. But then 57 at 9. Is this still going to get me a 9? Because the $20 to get me a $20 more doesn't make sense. But the 10. It's over $200. So let's see how that holds up. If that continues, the back to me looks pretty good. And again, I'm still waiting for some kind of pro to come along and help me out with this. One of the things I've talked about in my other videos, which I would like to do, I think I'm going to be trying to find a time to get out there tomorrow and do that. The problem is I do work some night hours, right? My other business requires me to be there at nighttime. This is where the GM from Poke comes from. I'm a grandmaster of the martial arts. Pretty cool. Been doing it for like 35 years. I was a 4-time world champion. So there's a little flex for you. But what happens, I got to teach. I got to be here at nighttime. I got to teach our martial arts classes, our jiu-jitsu classes. So a lot of times when these card stores are open these days, when the average kid's out of school moving around, I'm teaching, so I can't get out to these guys. I call them, they don't answer me back. I don't think they know what I have to offer them, apparently. But yeah, I would love to set up a local program. You guys tell me if you have a program like that too. Do you have a program with a local shop where you guys can do PSA submissions? Because if I'm going to submit 100, 500 cards or whatever I'm going to be submitting here, upcoming again, it would make sense that if I'm going to already be submitting them, a local card shop will want to partner with me and submit some of theirs, just a few at a time, or other people's. They could charge a fee or do whatever, but again, it would be helping get everyone down in rate. I think that one is centered. I'm going to go with that's a pretty nice card. Then you flip it over and you see that. So again, I don't know. I'm still thinking it's a pretty sweet deal. This card has been giving me some guff ever since I put it up there. So I'm going to try to see if I can hide it behind something. That card took me a while to get up when we first did it. We still have 3 packs left, and we are pulling bangers today. I'll tell you what, the last 24 hours of pulling these cards, if we could get PS10s over, like, I mean, just from like one banger a box, if you take top, they were like thousands of dollars worth of top cards. So if you want to look at those videos, again, I don't always post directly in order. I kind of post based on the hits or what I think people would enjoy watching. But yeah, we have some nice cards that we pulled. I am humbled by that and super appreciative. And again, check out our eBay page. You'll see what we have on there. Or don't. That's okay too. Give me a like, a subscribe, or a comment if you can. appreciate it. Let's do the Pokey Peek. It is not something special because we just got a bunch of stuff. Can we possibly pull a hit behind? No, we cannot. The good old Taurus. But I think I scared off the Luxrays by complaining about them. Let's keep going through. Let's see what we got. So we have the 2 Zacian. So I have noticed sometimes, like the Pokemon Go box is even so much more when I pulled and ripped a bunch of those kind, is that if I got the V, I got like another one or whatever it might be. So I haven't really paid attention, I guess, in the last couple of boxes, but there have been many times I'll pull the V and the V Star. Like some of my, if you look at my Pokemon Go opening ones, got the Mewtwo V Star and the Mewtwo V in the same one. I did the Dragonite. Well, we got the promo, but I also then got the other one. So sometimes we get pretty lucky in a sense. Do you think we have another gallery card coming? Because it's been a pretty slow gallery card. How many do we have sitting back there? We have 1, 2. We have 2. I like to try to think I'm going to get at least 3. Now, I've had all the way up to 5, and I have had 2, so that could happen. But let's see. We do the GM Pokey Peek. Oh, my Lord. I called it. I'm going to say I am getting pretty good at this calling thing. Anyone know what that gold one is? Oops, shoot. I'm hitting all kinds of buttons. Oh, I've actually pulled this before. This is super exciting. I'm going to say, do you know what this card is? You want to look it up real quick? Do you want me to show you? What do you want to do? I have another one of these, and I haven't set off to get grading. It's in the next batch to go. But I'm going to tell you right up front, and you can maybe guess what it is. Ungraded 67, PSA 999, so not worth it if it's going to be only getting up to a 9. And then it surpassed the Diagla now. So it's not that Diagla. It's at 376.51 PSA 10. My other one is not a PSA 10 though, for sure. So let's see. Woo! What do you think? What do you think about that? That's the second one we've pulled, and probably in the last 6 or 7 boxes, probably. So yeah, get you on to the other channels. I don't know, man. I really do not know what the centering is. I'm gonna have to pull up that AGS app on my phone and let it tell me. I think it can figure it out. I could take a picture of my phone and throw it in Photoshop and actually, or another app like that and actually do it. But what a beautiful card. These gold borders jumping out of the fire. Just Palkia is sweet. I wish I had this in my Pokemon online because I would throw it right in my deck. I do have the other V-Star in my Pokemon online one. I think I have it in the card too. But yeah, wow, what a wonderful card. That is pretty sweet. Do we have a double hit, or do we have a Luxray? What do you think? We don't have a double hit, but that's okay. It's regular rare. So I'm going to take it. This is a phenomenal card. So in the last, I think we've had a major hit in the last 3 or 4 boxes. So pretty cool. Another gold border in one of those previous ones. And I'll just tell you, there's a Mewtwo in there somewhere. Pretty sweet cards. And we got the Elesa. And we got the Zacian. Wow. Wow. I'm telling you, man, if I could drop myself into a store and grab 10 of these, I would. If my suppliers could get stocked up and they would send some out. They're all backordered. I think I have 20 of these boxes on back order, in which case when I get those ones in, I will actually turn around and try and get some out to you guys in the public. And maybe if you start subscribing, I could help you guys out. I could get you guys a good deal. We could maybe, can I do private? If I could do private auctions on eBay, I could send out messages. You guys could tell me, and I could send out just private ones where I just tell you guys I'm buying it now, and you get them for a special rate for watching the channel and subscribing. How does that sound? Can we make that happen where I can get some private auctions? Or, you know what, I'm working on an app. I'm also a programmer. I'm working on an app right now that creates auctions for me just automatically. So I can just, I have one half of it done. All I have to do is type in the name of the Pokemon, and it brings me up every single Pokemon card that they have. And then it shows me all the information. And then it creates my auctions. If you look, my auctions are pretty nice. Actually, I built an app that does that for me. I don't have much time to punch all that information in, but that way you get a well-informed auction. And then the next part that we're building right now, work with my brother on that one, is that it'll actually go and I just click and it creates the auction. So then theoretically, when I get that finished, if you're a subscriber, I can give you a password. You get into the site, you create your own auction, you go buy it. So that'd be pretty cool. And this is our last pack of the day. So what are we going to hit? Are we going to hit Can we hit another gold card? I mean, holy smokes. Hey, Pokeball, you're in the wrong stack. What are all these trainers doing over there? I was getting excited. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I would love for one more hit today. I mean, that's being stingy because we got a lot, but it's always fun to finish on a little last pack magic. How do you like my little, my what we call it, the GM Pokey Peak, right? Come up with a better name than that. I don't want to keep saying that forever. Let's see. Do we have how many gallery cards do we have? I think I've got 3. So realistically, can I get 4? I don't know. Let's do the peak and see what we get. It's gonna be I got it. Look at that. GG04. We did land 4 of them today. It's an okay card. I pulled this one yesterday too, so there'll be multiple ones. Tell me what you think of the centering. $2.45 is all that it's going for. Or if we get a PSA 10, it is $52. PSA 9 is not worth the price of doing it. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool looking card. I think centering's on. I think we'll probably send it in. You guys, give me your feedback in the comments. How do you think this opening went? I plan on trying to get it under 20 minutes, but man, when you pull the Palkia and you pull the Elesa and you pull the Zacian, you just can't get done in time. And I appreciate you stick around. If you made it to the end, please hit hashtag finisher for me. Give me a comment letting me know you finished the whole thing. Tell me what your favorite hit today was. And are we going to get a Luxray in the back? Because it's kind of my luck. Or do I get one last hit and finish on some last pack magic? What do you think is going to happen? It is going to be an Absol, and we have a ton of these. So that's not a bad deal. It's shiny. It's cool. And we did a great job today. You guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me on the channel. I do appreciate it. I'm super excited. I want to know how your collecting is going. Leave me comments. Reach out to kind of chat. What can I do to help support you as we're building this channel? What kind of products do you want to see? If I can open it and help you decide